The alarm rang at 5 a.m., but Adam didn't move. He lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, drowning in his thoughts. Just 2 years ago, he had been full of dreams. He had quit his stable job to start his own business, believing he could change his life. But reality was cruel. His business failed. Investors pulled out. Debts piled up. His friends, once so encouraging, slowly distanced themselves. Now, sitting in his small apartment with unpaid bills and shattered dreams, Adam asked himself, "Was I foolish to believe in success?" A deep sigh escaped him. He stood up, walked to the window, and stared at the world outside. The city was alive, people rushing to work, chasing their own dreams. But he felt disconnected from it all. Maybe I'm not meant for success, he thought. But deep inside, a small voice whispered, "Failure is not the end." Adam's business had started with excitement. He had poured his savings into it, working day and night. At first, things went well. Customers liked his product. Sales were steady. He felt invincible. But soon, problems arose. Competition increased. Marketing costs went up. Mistakes piled up. He had hired too many people too quickly, thinking growth would be constant. Then came the final blow. An investor withdrew support at the last moment. Adam was left with no funds to continue. Within months, he was drowning in debt. The day he closed his business was the worst of his life. As he packed his office, he overheard an employee whisper, "He had big dreams but no experience. Dreams alone don't make success." Those words stung. That night, he sat alone in his apartment, staring at the empty walls. His dreams had shattered. For months, Adam did nothing. He stopped answering calls. He avoided family gatherings. He didn't want to face the disappointment in their eyes. One evening, he visited his grandfather's old house. His grandfather, Mr. Richard Miller, had been his greatest inspiration, a man who believed in hard work and resilience. Adam sat in the dusty living room, remembering his childhood. He picked up an old book from the shelf. Inside was a note his grandfather had written years ago. "Success is not about never failing. It's about standing up one more time than you fall." Tears welled up in Adam's eyes. His grandfather had built his own business from nothing. He had faced failures too, but he had never given up. That night, Adam made a decision. He would not let failure define him. Determined to try again, Adam knew he needed guidance. He had passion, but passion alone wasn't enough. He needed knowledge. He reached out to Mr. Jonathan Hayes, a successful entrepreneur he had once met at a networking event. Jonathan had built multiple businesses and was known for his wisdom. "Tell me, Adam," Jonathan said when they met, "what did you learn from your failure?" Adam hesitated. "That dreams aren't enough. I need to be smarter. I need to plan better." Jonathan smiled. "Good. Many people quit after their first failure, but the ones who succeed, they learn, adapt, and try again." Over the next few months, Jonathan mentored Adam. He taught him about financial management, market research, and strategic growth. But the most important lesson he taught him was this: failing is painful, but giving up is the only true failure. With renewed energy, Adam started again. This time he focused on learning from his past mistakes. He started small, testing his product before investing heavily. He built connections, sought feedback, and managed his finances wisely. There were still challenges. There were days when things didn't go as planned. But Adam didn't break. He remembered his grandfather's words, "Stand up one more time than you fall." Months passed. His business began growing steadily. Then one day, something incredible happened. A major investor, impressed by Adam's resilience and smart planning, offered him funding. This time, Adam was ready. With careful planning and persistence, Adam's business flourished. His product gained recognition, and within 2 years, he had built a successful brand. But the best moment came when he was invited to a business conference to share his journey. Standing on the stage, he looked at the audience and said, "2 years ago, I lost everything. I thought I was a failure. But I realized that failure is not the end. It's a lesson. The only real failure is giving up." In that moment, Adam knew his journey wasn't just about business. It was about proving that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you can always rise again. And that was the true meaning of success. Adam's story became an inspiration for many. He didn't just build a business, he built a mindset of resilience and growth. His journey proved that failure is never final. It is only a stepping stone to success. No matter how many times you fail, if you have the courage to stand up and try again, you will succeed. Never give up.